Alright, so I think this one, this should be pretty obvious. Thank you so much for tuning in, welcome back to a new video. So, Amazon did release their new Echo Dot, I think 1 month ago. And, of course, I got it, like thousands of other people who already made a review for it, so yeah, I hope you haven't seen that yet. So here in Germany, you can right now get this one, this is the old Echo Dot, for 25 euros. And this one, this is the new Echo Dot, it costs normally 60 euros. So 25, 60. Is it worth it? That is the question. So just to make it clear in the beginning, I would absolutely not pay 60 euros for this one. Not because it's not worth it, but because Amazon will basically have a very good deal around, I would say just every month, around 2 times. They will have a great deal on this one and on this one, because I paid 30 for this one and I actually bought 2 of them because I was like, why not? So I paid 60 for 2, not for 1. That's pretty important. This is actually my first advice to you. Don't buy this for 60 because you will get it cheaper you will absolutely get it cheaper. So let me entertain you. Yeah, I hope so. So let me just get the second one. I haven't even unboxed it yet because I wanted to show you what's inside. Let me just turn the camera down to this. So there are some headphones lying here because I recorded another video a second ago. Yeah, not this, but this. So this is a package. The packaging is super sexy as always, but we don't care what's outside, we care what's inside. So the first thing you'll get is the Amazon Echo Dot, of course. And we will take a closer look at this in a second. And most important, no, not really, but if you then get all these menus outside, on the bottom, there is your power adapter. And nobody needs this, so... Alright, so this is all we get. Let me just zoom in a little bit. We get the Echo Dot and the power brick. So, the first thing you'll notice that if you had the last generation, because what I don't like about this is you'll get this power brick with a cable attached to it, you can not remove it, and also it is not a USB cable, not a micro USB cable, which it was on the last generation. So this one will get the power from a micro USB cable and you can use whatever cable you want, whatever power brick you want. So that's pretty great. And they removed that, so you can only use this power brick and this cable, which is most of the time not really a problem because, I mean, the possibility of the cable breaking while the dot is just sitting around, laying around, whatever, is pretty low. So that is most probably not going to happen. But just the fact that you could replace it, maybe this cable is not long enough for what you wanted to use for. And yeah, then you have a little problem. I mean, this is, I think the reason why they did this is because of, let me just take a look at this. It outputs 12 volts. At 1.25 amps, and yeah, that is more than a normal power brick that you maybe use for your phone will output. So I think that is the reason why I did this. They maybe wanted to make sure that you don't break your Echo Dot because you used the wrong power cable or something like that. But all in all, it's not really a big deal, but it's also not really good. However, let's take a closer look at the dot itself. So the first thing you'll notice is that the new Echo Dot looks about 20 times better than the old one. I didn't really mind this design, I just was like, yeah, it looks like this, that's alright, it's not ugly, it's not something special. But this one, this does really look sexy. It pretty much looks like the normal Echo, but just pressed together, so you will get this super flat one. And yeah, in terms of design, this is definitely the way to go. Especially because, yeah, as I said in the beginning, I bought this for 30, you can get this for 25. So why not just spend 5 more to get the new generation? And this brings me to my next point. So of course, the looks of it is just one thing. I mean, I know a lot of people who don't even have this open standing in their room. They hide it, for example, under the desk or up on a shelf. So I think there are a lot of users out there who don't really show their Echo Dot. You know, they hide it. So the most important thing, of course, is sound quality, like speaker quality, and microphone quality. So which one of these does hear better and sound better? So of course the obvious answer to this is this one, because it's newer, and spoiler alert, this one is better. But we're gonna find out if it's actually worth upgrading if you have these. Maybe you have 15 of these around in your house and you're considering maybe get 15 of these. So if you have no Echo Dot at all, it's pretty easy decision. But if you already have some and you're considering replacing them, this is maybe going to be really interesting. All right, sorry for all the mess right here. So this is the second generation I just showed you before. This is the Echo Dot out of my kitchen. This is the power brick. It actually has still all the wrapping around it. Looks a little bit disgusting, and yeah, as I said, the old one has 9 watts. It outputs 5.2 volts at 1.8 amps. And that's more different than I actually thought. And if you remember, the new one outputs around 12 volts at 1 point something else amps. Alright, the cables are not so long, so I can't put them anywhere else. But what I'm going to do now is check the microphone quality of these two devices. So I'm just going to talk to them in a normal volume, and I'm gonna move further away and talk more silent. So basically what I want to check out is which one of these has the better microphone, which one will recognize my voice, even though I'm very silent and very far away. So let's check this out. Alexa. Of course, both will recognize my voice when I'm standing right here. Yeah, sorry for that. So of course, both of them recognize this because I'm standing right in front of them. What you maybe have noticed is that the new generation is responding a little bit slower than the new generation, and I've actually read about this on Reddit. There were other users complaining about this issue, which is not really an issue, but they just have experienced the same thing as I did. So this one, the new one, will react to your voice a little bit later than the old generation. So that's pretty interesting. But at least I know it's not just my device, but also other devices. So probably the other one I have right here will have the same problem. Well, it's not a problem, all right? It's not a problem. So I'm gonna move further away about, I'm just gonna be, I'd say, this is about 2 meters. And I'm gonna say the word pretty silent, like Alexa. All right, they both recognized my voice. This was very silent, 2 meters. And that was interesting. They both recognized my voice at the same time. So there was no delay at the new one. So I'm gonna move even further away. Like, this should be, I'm just gonna be like 5 meters away and say the word again, pretty silent. So that's interesting. Just the old one reacted. Stop.
Okay, hier ist magische Miesmuschel, das Original. Die magische Miesmuschel hat gesprochen. Ja.
That was interesting. All right, one more time. Alexa. All right, that was a little bit louder this time. Alexa. All right, that was really silent and just the new one reacted. Just one more time. All right, no one reacted. Alexa. All right, that was pretty loud again. Alexa. Just the old one. Both reacted. So now I'm going to try to whisper, which is pretty unusual, but I think in the night, I actually do this several times because I don't want to be that loud, but because my girlfriend sleeps, but I want to turn off the lights. So I whisper to Alexa. That might be interesting. Okay, that was too silent. Again, both reacted. All right, so that's pretty interesting. So I wouldn't really pick a winner right here. Well, maybe I would. So in terms of reacting to my voice, both were, I'd say, pretty much identical. But the new one did, I think, 2 times not react to my voice. but the old one did. So, but I still wouldn't say that the old one is better, right? That's stupid. It kind of feels like that they put the same microphone inside, so it did not really get better, neither worse. In this test, in the microphone test, no one will win. Both are great. Both will react at the same time. Even though the new one didn't react while the old one did 2 times, I think. I'm gonna give it to both of them, they are equally good. And also what's pretty interesting, now that I talked to the Echo more times in a row, it didn't have this weird reaction time issue where I talk to it and then it just, there's a second of nothing and then it will react. Let me try this one more time now that I didn't talk to it for, I don't know, 1 minute, 2 minutes. Alexa? Maybe it just reacts a little bit later if you didn't talk to it for a while. And I have the new one actually in the bedroom, so I just talk to it about 1 time a day, while the other one gets talked to more. So that may be the reason why there's this weird one time not reacting issue. However, let's go on, I'm talking too much again. So in terms of microphone, there isn't a significant upgrade to the new generation. So if you're just worried about this, it's definitely not worth the upgrade. A little honorable mention right here. The Echo I have over there is actually the first generation normal Echo, like not the Echo Dot or anything else, it's the big one. And I can tell you something. This is the first generation and you will notice that because the microphone is awful. Like when I sit on the couch, I'm like 2 meters away from the Echo and I'd say 7 meters away from the Echo Dot on my desk. And even though I'm on the couch 2 meters away from the old one, the very old one, and directly talk to it, the Echo Dot 7 meters away on my desk will react and this one won't. So definitely do not pick up the first generation Echo. Just don't do that. So the last test we're going to do with the Echo Dots is of course sound quality. Like maybe if you want to use your Echo for active listening to music, a lot of times probably the best decision for you is to go with the normal Echo because it's bigger and obviously it will have better speakers inside. But maybe you don't want to spend that much and maybe you're just listening to music, I don't know, maybe 1 time a week. Or for example, I have, as I said, the new one in the bedroom. I didn't say that, but alright. I have it in the bedroom and sometimes when I'm just taking a nap, I like to listen to a little bit of music. So that's just maybe 1 time a week. And yeah, I don't actively use it to listen to music. So this is where you probably will not take the big Echo, but the small one because it's not a major thing to you. So we'll have to check out which one of these Echoes is better at playing music, like which one has the better sound quality. And I know the answer already, but I'm gonna let you decide, even though it's pretty obvious. Okay, so I found some proper music on Spotify to check it out and I hooked up my Rode microphone right here. And if you ask yourself why I'm not using this to record me, the answer is pretty simple. It's a pain in the ass to hook this microphone up because I have to connect it to the computer in order to record myself, and that just takes way too long every time, and I always have to put up this tripod and the cable and the other cable, and it just takes too long. Alright, it takes too long. Alright, but so there are the 2 Echo Dots. I put the microphone right above them. And I found some copyright-free music on Spotify from Spinning Records, and yeah, this will do the thing. So the good thing about Spotify is that I can select, come on, focus. Why are you not focusing? So the good thing about Spotify is you can change your source right here. So right now it's this Echo Dot, I haven't named it yet. But both of them are over there, microphone there, and I'm just gonna play the music from here. It's called Somebody by Dropgun. This is one that didn't sound as awful as the other ones, so I'm just gonna go to this beginning, and actually I'm just gonna have to find out which one the other is. This is the wrong one. So wait, this is ah, yeah, of course. I put the kitchen one there. Yeah, sorry for that. So, I'm just gonna start at half volume, beginning. This is the old Echo Dot. It's called Kitchen, and we're just gonna check this out. All right, I think this is enough. Just from hearing it from, well, it's about 3 meters away, that doesn't really matter. So just from what I heard, I would give the old Echo Dot, it's the old one, I would give it maybe, yeah, you can't compare to real speakers. So I would give it maybe a 6 out of 10. I'd say 6 out of 10 for being not actually a speaker, but having the option to use it as a speaker. Maybe 5.5 out of 10 to 6 out of 10. So that's not awful, but also not really good. So before I had the new Echo Dot, I have used it a couple of times to listen to music, just when taking a nap or something like that. And it didn't bother me. It was alright to listen to some not too loud music. But yeah, now we're going to check out the new Echo Dot. And yeah, that's going to be interesting. So I'm just going to go back to the beginning and choose the new one, half the volume. And yeah, let's check out how this one is.
Somebody's buying polo. Somebody's buying polo. I need your love today. I need you right away. Somebody's in this bed. Somebody feels like no one cares. Somebody's in this bed. Somebody feels like no one cares.
All right. All right. So I think this should be pretty obvious.
Somebody's buying polo. Somebody's buying polo. I need your love today. I need you right away. Somebody's in this bed. Somebody feels like no one cares. Somebody's in this bed. Somebody feels like no one cares.
We're just going to take a look at the audio curve. I don't know how you call that. So this is the old one, this is the new one, and they were both set to the same volume. I know that doesn't really matter, but this one is louder and a little bit more full. And yeah, you can't really tell anything by just looking at this. However, what we can tell is we heard it both, and there is a huge significant upgrade in sound quality on the new Echo Dot. And I think this might actually be the selling point and maybe even reason to replace some Echo Dots for some people. Also, yeah, maybe not really for me. I'm gonna explain this in a second. So I would give, again, I gave the old one a 5.5 to 6 points out of 10. I would definitely give the new one a 9 out of 10. You can't compare to a real speaker, you know that. But again, for what it is, not actually a speaker that you can use as a speaker, it's definitely 9 out of 10, maybe even 10 out of 10. So that's actually a significant update. Let me just put the camera right here, my arm starts to hurt. So let's just conclude this. The old Echo Dot has a very good microphone. It will recognize everything you tell to the Echo. So you will probably have no problem at all with that. The new Echo Dot has still pretty much the same microphone. It will recognize everything you tell, and I think that's pretty much everything you could want from it. In terms of looks, as I said, there are a lot of people who hide their Echo just, I don't know, on the shelf. For example, my Echo Dot from the kitchen is up on a shelf, so you can absolutely not see it, so it doesn't matter how it looks. While actually my other Echo Dot, which is on the desk, I can see that all the time. The new one will definitely add some style to my desk because the new one looks much better than the old one. And the last thing, of course, maybe the least important thing, is sound quality. So the new one is significant better than the old one. That's crazy. I haven't even compared that before. I haven't checked that before. I'm surprised as well that the new one is so much better. And in the end, it's really up to you if you want to upgrade or replace or maybe get one at all. If you just put it, for example, the Echo in my kitchen. I think everything that I tell the Echo to do is to turn on or off lights or to set a time up because it's in the kitchen, right? I never asked that one before to play some music or whatever, so I'm absolutely fine with the bad sound quality of the old one. While the new one that I have in the bedroom, as I said, I listen to music sometimes, and if you are as me, a sometimes casual listener to some music with the Echo, this is definitely the way to go. So however, I think you know what I mean, so thank you so much for watching. There will be links in the description to check out the prices right now. If you like the video, give a thumbs up, maybe consider subscribing. I'm planning to get a 3D printer in the future, so there will be a lot of great videos about that. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, I know the video is over, but just a little fun thing in the end. I just want to show you something. So this is the other Echo, doesn't really matter which one it is, but if you ask the Echo to translate something from English to German, because you know sometimes you do that, it will answer like this. Let me think of something. Alexa, übersetze generous auf Deutsch.
Generis auf Deutsch heißt generis.
I mean, despite not even translating it, but just repeating what I said, it's not even pronouncing it correct. Like generous, generis. Generis auf Deutsch ist generis. Alright.